Hello, I'm Anthony Axton, the 509th Sexual Assault Response Coordinator. First, I would like to welcome you to Whiteman on behalf of the entire SAPR staff. The SAPR team is comprised of myself, my full-time SAPR victim advocate, Portia Foster, the 131st Bomb Wing SARC, Jennifer Calcote, and an amazing team of volunteer victim advocates. Our victim advocates are dedicated volunteers who have gone through training and credentialing to ensure we have a compassionate team standing ready to support and advocate for survivors. If you are coming to Whiteman as a currently credentialed volunteer victim advocate and would like to join our SAPR team, please contact us to make that happen. If you are someone who would like more information on becoming a victim advocate, we can provide that to you as well. We are located in the Silver Plate Center, which also houses the Welcome Center, Airmen and Family Readiness, and the post office. The 24/7 SAPR hotline at Whiteman is 687-7272. 7272 spells out SARC, S-A-R-C, on the keypad, which can be a helpful reminder. We can also be reached in office at 687-2324. The office is staffed Monday through Friday, 07:30 to 16:30. But we will always be willing to meet with anyone before or after those hours or on weekends to accommodate conflicts or schedules. I would like to take a few minutes to remind you of different reporting options and a legal referral service that some may not be aware of. Let's start with restricted reporting. Restricted reporting allows someone to make a confidential report of sexual assault without triggering an investigation or command notification. The SARC, SAPR victim advocate, volunteer VAs responding to a hotline call, and medical personnel can take a restricted report. Chaplains who have 100% confidentiality may receive a disclosure of sexual assault but cannot take a restricted report. SAPR personnel and medical providers are the only ones who can take that restricted report. The person making the restricted report can change that option to unrestricted at any time. A person making a restricted report can receive resource referrals and advocacy support with confidentiality without triggering an investigation. The person making the restricted report can change that option to unrestricted at any time. A person making a restricted report can receive resource referrals and advocacy support with confidentiality without an investigation taking place or having to share their information. Making an unrestricted report with the SAPR office allows someone to report a sexual assault who may want command notification and support along with an investigation by the appropriate law enforcement agency, while at the same time receiving referral support and advocacy from SAPR personnel. The restricted and unrestricted reports I have just mentioned are when a survivor meets with SAPR personnel and completes a DD Form 2910, electing an official SAPR reporting option. A disclosure of sexual assault to a mandatory reporter, such as chain of command, law enforcement, equal opportunity, or disclosure by a third party to a mandatory reporter, will result in an unrestricted report in the general sense, and OSI has an obligation under AFI to investigate the unrestricted report to the best of their ability. The survivor still has an option or choice as a result of a mandatory report being made to come in and elect an official unrestricted SAPR report and choose any, all, or none of the services we can provide. I mentioned earlier a legal referral option that many do not know about. A victim of sexual assault can request to be represented by a Special Victims Counsel, or an SVC. This is a military attorney who can provide legal advice and counsel and address the survivor's concerns throughout the process, from even before electing a reporting option through the disposition of the case. This attorney does not report to the chain of command at Whiteman and works to protect the rights and interests of the survivor, not the government. There is no cost to obtain this representation, and they are dedicated to ensure the survivor's rights and options are protected. We can make a referral for a Special Victims Counsel from the SAPR office, but it can also be made through the Victim and Witness Assistant Program at the legal office. If someone is considering making a restricted report or not sure which type of reporting option they may choose, I would recommend contacting Portia, Jennifer, or myself at the SAPR office to get assistance with that referral for a Special Victims Counsel. I want to share this also. Under Military Rules of Evidence 514, SAPR personnel share the victim advocate privilege, a privilege which belongs to a victim of sexual assault. We cannot disclose conversations we have with the survivor who comes to us for assistance without the survivor's consent, regardless of reporting option status, or even if someone shares information with us and doesn't make a report. We do not share the same 100% confidentiality that chaplains have, and we have a few exceptions to our privileged communication, such as harm to self or others, but we cannot disclose communications and details of an assault without the survivor's consent. Protection of privacy and ensuring information is limited to a need-to-know only basis in unrestricted reporting is something we take very seriously. Privacy and anonymity in a restricted report is an absolute must and ensured by law. Please know that the SAPR office is a safe, trusted space where individuals can reach out for help, assistance, resources, and information. If someone discloses information about a sexual assault to you, and you are not a mandatory reporter, or not sure if you are a mandated reporter, we would ask that you call us at the SAPR office so we can offer assistance on how to help that individual, while at the same time ensuring both reporting options remain open for that person. If you are a mandatory reporter, you are required to notify the SARC or SAPR VA, as well as OSI, if you receive a disclosure of sexual assault. Please do not hesitate to reach out to us with any concerns or questions, and know that we will provide assistance. Once again, we are located in the Silver Plate Center, and the 24/7 SAPR hotline number is 687-7272. Thank you.